You can scroll through short-form videos for 3 hours straight without breaking a sweat, but 30 minutes of deep work feels like mental torture. Most of us solve this paradox by attacking our own character. We assume we are lazy, we lack willpower, or that our internal drive is simply broken. But the science suggests a different cause. Modern digital environments are built to exploit your brain's natural dopamine systems, effectively hijacking your attention for profit. Our biology is currently running on outdated software designed for instant gratification. In this context, your lack of discipline is a hardware problem that requires a specific patch. Your brain processes self-talk as direct instructions. It treats a phrase like, "I am a procrastinator," not as a casual complaint, but as a hard-coded fact to be executed. When you repeat these internal labels, they strengthen specific neural pathways. Over time, your brain stops seeking your actual potential and instead acts to confirm the limits you've set for it. You can interrupt this process through psychological detachment. This involves shifting your internal language from a permanent identity, like "I am lazy," to a temporary observation, "I am experiencing low energy right now." This detachment removes the need for the brain to protect a lazy identity. It creates a neutral space where your mind can receive a new objective command without the weight of past labels. Changing this internal script is the first step toward the monk mode protocol. Because the brain seeks to remain consistent with its self-definition, you cannot successfully adopt new behaviors while your subconscious still views your distracted state as a permanent part of who you are. Human survival once depended on a negativity bias. Ancient brains were wired to prioritize noticing one potential predator over 10 available food sources. Today, this bias acts as a filter that highlights failure. If you hit a single roadblock in the afternoon, your brain fixates on that threat, often causing you to abandon a day that was otherwise productive. Tracking small daily wins triggers a dopamine release, retraining your brain to find reward in hard work. But biology also conserves energy. The brain seeks low-energy shortcuts, pushing back against tasks requiring intense cognitive effort. When you feel the sudden urge to check your phone, recognize it as a calorie-saving suggestion from a lazy biological system, rather than a command you must follow. By labeling these urges as evolutionary remnants, you insert a pause of awareness. This moment of clarity allows you to consciously override the automatic drive for comfort. Willpower is a strictly finite biological resource. If you keep your phone on your desk while trying to focus, your brain is actively burning energy just trying not to touch it. Monk mode follows one single rule: make deep work effortless to start and distractions impossible to reach. This means physically removing the phone from the room and using software to block specific websites. You are building a container for your attention. Mastering focus is less about generating motivation and more about engineering a space that protects your baseline willpower. Most people fail at monk mode because they expect the Amazon Prime version of discipline, a total personality shift delivered overnight. Observational. Biology operates through neuroplasticity. Right now, your brain likely has a thick, well-worn pathway for distraction and a thin, underdeveloped pathway for deep focus. Every time you choose the work over the distraction, you send a pulse through that weak pathway, physically thickening the neural connection. Focus is a biological muscle that grows through repeated use. Consistency is required because physical rewiring takes time. You cannot dissolve years of structural habits in a few days. Relying on brute force motivation is a losing strategy that leads to burnout. True discipline comes from understanding and working with your biological constraints. Your current habits are behaviors you have practiced for a long time. They are not a fixed genetic destiny you were born with. You can unlearn these patterns by controlling your environment, detaching from negative labels, and challenging your brain's drive for easy shortcuts. When you systematically update your neural code, monk mode stops being a difficult chore. It becomes your natural state of being.